I'm JNaps MMA. This is my prediction and breakdown of UFC Fight Night Vegas 98. Brandon Royval versus Taira. Sorry I'm making this a little bit later than usual. I had to prepare for Hurricane Milton. Supposedly he's hitting harder than Francis Ngannou. But we are here and we still got videos to make, people. So, yeah, let's talk about first fight of the night. Interesting card, by the way. A lot of weird fights on here. A lot of fights to like really just pick off. Like, I don't know. It's just really hard to pick some of these fights when they suck. First fight of the night. Clayton Carpenter versus Lucas Rocha. I wanted to go with Rocha because I saw a 17-1 record and he has finishing ability. But I saw his physique and I was like, I don't know, maybe Clayton Carpenter, somebody who's 7-0, somebody has good wrestling, could probably get it done. Both of these guys did win their Contender Series fights. I just don't know. This one was kind of hard. I'm going to go with Clayton Carpenter. Just cause. On to next fight. We have Dan Argueta versus Cody Haddon. If you've seen my Brian Battle video, I'm not going with Dan Argueta, bro. I gotta go with Cody Haddon. Haddon's actually fought Steve Erceg already in the regional scene and took him to a decision. He might have lost, but still, man, to take Steve Erceg to a decision, pretty good. And these New Zealand fighters, they're doing pretty good, bro, in the UFC right now. Dan Argueta, 2-0 contest, premature stoppage for Ronnie Lawrence. No contest against Miles John, and he lost his last fight to a rear naked choke against Gene Matsumoto. So I gotta go with Cody Haddon here. On to the next fight. Junior Tafa versus Sean Sharif. Crazy enough, Junior Tafa is stepping in on short notice to face Chris Barnett, but Chris Barnett had to pull out because he's going through this hurricane like I am. So Sean Sharif is stepping in. So yeah, we got two short notice guys fighting each other, and I think I'm just gonna go with Junior Tafa as the safer pick. Not gonna count out Sharif though, but I just think Junior Tafa, he's had a lot of experience in fighting, bro. Really good kickboxer. This is obviously gonna be a stand and bang fight, something that these Tafa brothers love to do. So I just gotta go with Junior Tafa here. On to the next fight. We have Niko Price against Themba Gorimbo. I don't know, something in my head has been eating me alive, telling me to go with Niko Price. And I think it's just because that Themba Gorimbo has not faced anybody good in the UFC. Like, yeah, his story is beautiful. I love the fact that, you know, the Rock bought him a house and everything. And he's a hard worker, bro. But I don't know, bro. I don't know why I keep thinking Niko Price is gonna win. But I'm still gonna go with Themba Gorimbo, though. He is the younger fighter. Niko Price is kind of slow on the feet against Alex Morono. Surprisingly, I thought he was gonna lose to Alex Morono. I actually picked Alex Morono to win that fight, but he pieced up Alex Morono pretty good, man. But I feel like Niko Price has this weird finishing ability that he comes out of nowhere with. Maybe he does it in this fight. I don't know. I'm going to be really mad if Niko Price wins. But I'm still going to go with Themba Gorimbo. Still going to go with him. On to the next fight. We have Jonathan Pearce versus Pat Sabatini. I'm gonna go with Pat Sabatini, even though I really think this is a real even fight right here. Both of these guys have really good grappling. I would lean onto Pat Sabatini more because that's his it's like his thing, you know, that's what he's known for. Jonathan Pearce can piece up on the feet though, but I don't know, like Sabatini's last loss is to Diego Lopez. And obviously it's Diego Lopez, dude. You're losing to somebody who's basically the hype right now of the UFC. Basically the real reason why, you know, besides Alex Pereira, Diego Lopez is another reason why the UFC is still alive, bro. Diego Lopez has fought so many times this year and has given us amazing fights already, dude. But Pearce has lost to Anderson Brito, which, like I said, not a bad guy to lose to. I thought he won against Gomes. I will still think he won against Gomes. And he did lose to David Onama. Maybe Sabatini, you know, makes this, you know, a grappling match. And make, you know, but I don't know. I'm just going to lean with Sabatini. You know, I don't know. I'm just going to lean with Pat Sabatini. On to the next fight. We have CJ Vergara versus Ramazan Temirov. He's from Uzbekistan. I'm going with any of those guys from that region right now. Those guys are fighting out of their minds. This guy's 17-2. He's even fought on Ryzen, even though, you know, Ryzen is not that crazy, but still, he's Uzbekistan, bro. Come on, these guys are crazy grapplers. They're crazy on the feet. I still don't want to underestimate CJ Vergara. You know, he's just a guy who's always gonna be on the prelims until he gets a wow factor win. Like, I don't know if you know. I know what you know what I mean. Like, he hasn't like done anything crazy to not get out of these prelims, and I don't know, bro. Like, I just can't go up against a guy who's coming off of, like, you know, his wins and losses are kind of like, like, his last loss was to Asul Albayezi. Gonna butcher it, I'm sorry, guys, you know me already. He did beat Vinicius Salvador, but Vinicius Salvador's not good. We know this now. And he beat Daniel Lorenda, but he lost to Cicero Taira, and both of those fights that he lost to, he missed weight. I just gotta go with the guy from Uzbekistan, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not going against no guy that's fighting out of that country. On to the next fight. We have Chidi Njokuani versus Jared Gordon. It's just some of these fights, bro. You know, it's an Apex card. They're gonna throw boo boo kaka pee pee on this card, and nobody, you know, we're still gonna watch because it's whatever. I just gotta go with Chidi Njokuani because I don't know, man. Jared Gordon, I don't know how you're still fighting in the UFC, brother. Like, I really do not understand, brother. I do not understand. I don't. And Njokuani, he's 3-3 in the UFC, bro. In his last 5 fights, he's beat Reese McKee, but then has lost to Michael Vacicek, Albert Durave, and Robocop. I just don't know, like, some of these dudes, bro. Like, I don't know how these two guys are still in the UFC with the records they have. Like, I feel like these guys are just a waste of a roster spot for somebody, like, younger to step in and get themselves a name, bro. Like, especially in the welterweight division, a division that's super stacked right now, dude. Like look at what Joaquin Buckley did to Winter Boy, dude. Like, come on. I don't know. I just can't go with Jared Gordon, bro. He's 2-4 in the UFC. He beat Wellington Turman, but lost to Charleston Harrison. I just can't. I can't. It's not for me. Okay. UFC really gotta, like, do something, bro. Some of these fights in the prelims really are just trash, bro. But let's get on to the next fight. Let's not waste more time on this one. We got Josh Fremd versus Abdul Razak. I'm gonna go with Razak Rahassid. Obviously, he had that no contest or whatever that was against Cody Brundage after smacking him 1,000 times in the back of the head. Well, it was a no contest. He did lose to Joe Pyfer. I don't know, bro. I just can't go with Josh Fremd. I'm gonna be honest with you. Josh Fremd has struggled on the ground, has struggled on the feet. The dude is just not good either. I don't know. Like, he's just one of those guys. Why are you in the UFC, my bro? I have no idea. I get it's the middleweight division. But dude, look at Josh Fremd's last couple fights, man. He's 2-4 in the UFC. He's lost to Andre Petrofsky and Roman Kopylov. Those are basically, you know, Petrovsky, you know, he fights the bums, but he's, you know, on the top, you know, kind of the top of the, you know, sucky part of the middleweight division. And Romy Kopylov, man, he's just on a tear. And he beat Jamie Pickett, but he missed weight. And he beat Cedricus Dumas, but he lost to Terrence Gore and Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. He's just, yeah, I don't know, bro. I can't go with Josh Fremd, dude. I'm sorry, like. He's just trash. He's just trash. On to the next fight, though. We have Daniel Rodriguez versus Alex Morono. I talked about Morono earlier in this video. You lost to Niko Price when I thought you were gonna win. Morono just has, like, heart, pride, and then the fact that he, you know, just knows a lot about UFC is the reason why he's still here. But I'm not gonna pick him against a guy who, with one punch, can sleep you on the ground, bro. Like, Daniel Rodriguez has been fighting top names, bro. He's 7-4 in the UFC right now, but he's been on a losing streak, and he kind of needs a win after that crazy Diaz versus Ferguson at UFC 279, where he was supposed to fight, I forgot who, and now he fought Jing Liang. He's been on a 3-fight losing streak. He's lost to Neil Magny, lost to Machado Gary, and he's lost to Kevin Gasson. UFC's giving him Alex Morono for him to get a highlight reel. And I think he's going to knock him out in, like, the second round. I feel like second round finish for Daniel Rodriguez, bro. If he's not the first finish on the card, he's like the second or third. But I got Daniel Rodriguez, man. I just don't see Alex Morono fighting like Pete, like doing what he does, taking it to a 29-28 and winning. On to the next fight. Cory McKenna versus Julia Polastri. Julia Polastri. She's coming in on short notice. I don't know. I kind of just want to take the girl with the full camp. Polastri has one loss in the UFC against Josephine Knudsen. And I don't know, Cory McKenna, she's actually, you know, well known in that Cage Warrior scene. In her last fight, she's 3-2 in the UFC, but She lost to Jacqueline Amorin, who's actually been pretty good, I guess. I don't know. I'm going with the girl with the full camp. I can't just go with some girl who just walked in here on short notice, bro. You know how WMMA works. It's like we just saw it in the co-main of last week's card, bro. It wasn't fun to watch. But on to the next fight. We have Grant Dawson versus Rafa Garcia. This one's another one that I'm just like, Rafa Garcia, bro. It kind of looked like in like some of his fights that he has something going for him. But then it's just like, he really doesn't, dude. Like, he lost against Jakar close, but he has wins over Clay Guida. But, you know, I don't know, dude. Like, he has wins in the UFC. He's been on like a little winning streaky lately. But anytime he goes up against a big name or someone who's just a bit bigger than him, he doesn't have the talent nor the skill to get it done. Grant Dawson, yeah, he's chinny. He got knocked out by Bobby Green. But Grant Dawson is not, you know, he's not a bum. I can't say he's a bum, bro. He's not a bum. And, you know, he beat Joe Selecki. He didn't even finish Joe Selecki, but whatever, I guess. He has a win over Jared Gordon, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of hard to look at some of these fights and be like, yeah, this guy's gonna win, but I gotta go with Grant Dawson. I feel like he's just gonna... This is an opponent that's beatable for him. And if it stays standing, I know he has the reach to get it done. And if it goes to the ground, I think he can get it done there. Maybe he gets a finish. I don't know. I'm just going to go 29-28 Grant Dawson. But on to the next fight. On to the co-main. We got Brad Tavares versus Jong Yo Park. They were supposed to fight earlier. They rescheduled it for this fight. I gotta go with Brad Tavares, man, because he has amazing takedown defense and nobody's been able to take him down. Jong Yo Park kind of needs to take people down. You know, that's kind of where his world is at, like his grappling. If he can't take you down, you're gonna just mess him up on the feet. And against Andre Muniz, you know, Andre Muniz, he has really good takedown defense, and he's also a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy. And, you know, he was kind of piecing up Jong Yo Park on the feet a little bit. But the guys that Jong Yo Park has fought have just not been really that good. And of course, all of them have been rear naked chokes, but you're not going to rear naked choke my guy, Brad Tavares. Even though he does have a win against Gregory Rodriguez, but that was in 2021. I just feel like Brad Tavares, obviously on the feet, he's good. And unless Jong Yo Park has been really working on his boxing and he can piece this guy up, I'm going to go with Brad Tavares here. But on to the main event. A really good main event. Interesting main event. We have Brandon Royval versus Taira Taira. Here's the thing. I know I'm supposed to pick Taira Taira. I kind of really do still. But I really am a Brandon Royval fan. I remember really like when I was really getting into UFC that he came into the scene. He had that crazy fight with Kai Kara France, that Kai Kara France knocked him down, and he came back up and hit him with a spinning elbow, dude. And that thing was so crazy. I was like, brother, you just got a fan. And ever since that, you know, Royval's been on a high. Yeah, he dislocated his arm against Brandon Morono, and he had to work his way up. But eventually he did. Got his title shot against Pantoja. And so far, he's the one that's looked really good against Pantoja. If he would have just had been able to stuff Pantoja's takedowns a little bit more and piece him up way more on the feet, could have been the champ right now. But here's my problem with Taira. Yeah, he's undefeated right now, 6-0. I just feel like maybe that Alex Perez fight, if Alex Perez's knee didn't like collapse on him, and obviously the commentators were gassing up Taira, even though in the first round it was looking pretty iffy for him. I feel like, first of all, Brandon Royval has a chance to do something here. And, you know, Edgar Chairez, you took him to a decision. Jesus Aguilar, CJ Vergara, my bad. Butchered his name and he's on the card. I don't know. He's just fought a whole bunch of Mexicans that were just easy opponents for him to rise up into the rankings. And I feel like this is a real test, bro. I feel like Brandon Royval, he's not no bum. He's not no chum. He's going to get it done. I feel like Brandon Royval is going to win this fight. I got to go with the underdog here. This is the first opponent Taira is actually going to face who's actually pretty good. Like, I just got to say that. And maybe Taira is really that guy. Maybe he is, and I'm just here just like not gaslighting him because, you know, he hasn't fought anybody crazy. But I'm just going to go with Brandon Royval. I'm a huge Brandon Royval fan. And I feel like he's going to get it done. But yeah, guys, that's my prediction video for, you know, for UFC Fight Night, Vegas 98. I'm really tired of these wacky ass Apex cards, to be honest, dude. But what can we do? I can't even say we got blessed with 307 because, bro, if it wasn't for Pereira and Roundtree, and crazy part is Pereira could have pulled out because he was sick and he was on antibiotics. Imagine if that fight would have not happened and our main card would have been Pena versus Pennington. Dude, that would have been the worst selling pay-per-view of all time. Probably still is, though. Maybe not. You know, Pereira's still on there. But yeah, I'm Gene Ups MMA. Go watch my Brian Battle video. Go watch all my other videos, man. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We got to 100 subscribers, 101 today. Let's keep it up. Thank you. JNAPS Army. I don't even know what to call you guys, but thank you, guys. I'm JNAPS MMA, and I'm out.